Hey there everyone, it's GG Sober Son. Checking out the crane. Looking so majestic. August 7th. Guess he didn't like his picture took. Oh, there's a dog barking at him. Getting out of his territory. Alright, August 7th. 24-hour day book reading. We in AA are offering an intangible thing, a psychological and spiritual program. It's a wonderful program. When we learn to turn to a higher power with faith that that power can give us the strength we need, we find peace of mind. When we re-educate our minds by learning to think differently, we find new interests that make life worthwhile. We who have achieved sobriety through faith in God and mental re-education are modern miracles. It is the function of our AA program to produce modern miracles. Do I consider the change in my life a modern miracle? Yeah, and I've heard it said by a speaker I listened to not too long ago that we kind of get complacent about miracles. We see miracles happen all the time, so-and-so who was homeless is buying his first house or something along those lines, so-and-so who was homeless and my buddy Eddie is talking about I was crutching it everywhere because he had a bum knee or something up with his leg, and he was walking on crutches everywhere. And saw him not too long ago, and he got his own pickup truck, and he's loving life. He's being of service and got a great place to live, and he's doing life, and that is a miracle considering where he was. And yeah, so anyway, I just went off on a little train of thought there about Eddie. And anyway, meditation for the day. You should never doubt that God's Spirit is always with you, wherever you are, to keep you on the right path. God's keeping power is never at fault, only your realization of it. You must try to believe in God's nearness and availability of His grace. It is not a question of whether God can provide a shelter from the storm, but of whether or not you seek the security of that shelter. Every fear, worry, or doubt is disloyalty to God. Oh, I don't know about that. You must endeavor to trust God wholly. Practice saying all is going to be well. Say it to yourself until you feel it deeply. Now that one sentence stuck out to me. Every fear, worry, or doubt is disloyalty to God, and that suggests that, I don't know, it's just hit my ear weird. I don't think it's necessarily disloyalty to God. It's just that's our default setting. Our default setting is fear. If you want to get spiritual about it, spiritual and sort of religious about it, and that is our flesh. That is the fallen part of us will be full of fear, worry, and doubt. Right? That's our flesh is what the devil or the enemy or the alcoholism will speak through in first person singular pronouns. I've said this before. And for me, it's with a Midwest accent. Sounds distinct fully, distinctively like me. It's like, oh, is it ever always going to be like this? Am I always going to struggle with blah, 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 administrative stuff? Am I always going to, am I always going to be clingy in relationships? That kind of thing. But I don't consider that disloyalty to God. I know God doesn't want me to be like that. God wants me to be in full faith. He gives me that ability. But when I start thinking that it's disloyalty to God, then it makes it even worse. It's like, that would be kind of like getting into an argument on the way to church. Getting into an argument with the wife on the way to church, and it's like, it just makes it all that much worse. And getting angry on the way to church. Blah. That's horrible. Been there, done that. Bought the t-shirt. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may feel deeply that all is well. I pray that nothing will be able to move me from that deep conviction. That's the point. That's the sweet spot right there. So, disloyal or not, knowing that I may feel deeply that all is well and that nothing will be able to move me from that deep conviction. That is the point. So I'll keep coming back, y'all. Look up, aim up, rise up.